Hey, it's Maya, and welcome to a brand new weekly series here on Begin Again with Maya called Begin Again Answers. If you're new here, this is a space to slow down and actually sit with the questions that come up over and over again when people start exploring this path. Energy, relationships, karma, consciousness, all the threads that make up a spiritual life. Every week we're going to take one of those questions and go deep. No fluff, no vague spiritual buzzwords, just an honest conversation about what's actually happening to you. And just so you know where I'm coming from, I'm not an expert in any of this. What I'm sharing is simply my own perspective, shaped by my teachers, my guides, and my own personal experience walking this path. So let's start with the one I probably get asked more than any other, usually from someone who's a little scared, a little confused, and quietly hoping someone can tell them they're not losing their mind. So what actually is a spiritual awakening? And how can you tell if you're in the middle of one right now? Here's how I think about it. A spiritual awakening isn't a single moment so much as it's a shift. The point where you stop seeing your life through the lens you were handed and you start seeing it through something deeper. Something that isn't your conditioning, your fear, or everyone else's expectations of you. It's your soul finally getting a word in edgewise. And here's the part nobody tells you going in. Awakenings almost never feel gentle at first. We love the idea of enlightenment as this soft, glowing, peaceful thing. But in my experience, and in almost every story I've heard from people going through this, it doesn't usually start that way. Most of the time, it starts with rupture. A loss, a diagnosis, a relationship ending, a career falling apart. A moment that cracks open the life you'd been sleepwalking through because something had to break before you could actually see clearly. The old structure has to come down before the new awareness has anywhere to land. So how do you actually know if this is happening to you and not just a rough patch? A few signs tend to show up often all around the same time. First, things that used to hold your attention suddenly feel hollow. Small talk starts to feel unbearable. Scrolling feels empty. And you find yourself pulling away almost involuntarily from relationships that were never honest to begin with, or work that never had any soul in it for you. An ache you can't quite name. A longing for something, but you couldn't tell anyone what it is, and that not knowing is its own kind of restless. Third, you start questioning things you never thought to question. Beliefs about success, about relationships, about God, about who you're supposed to be. Beliefs you inherited without ever actually choosing them for yourself. Fourth, synchronicities start piling up. Numbers, songs, conversations, coincidences that feel too specific to be random. You start noticing patterns everywhere, and honestly, they were probably always there. You just weren't paying attention yet. Fifth, you might feel more isolated than usual. Not because anything's wrong with you, but because you're changing faster than the people around you, and that gap can feel really lonely for a while. And sixth, you might feel everything more raw, more open, more affected by things that used to just roll right off you. That's not you falling apart. That's your nervous system recalibrating, learning to hold a higher frequency than it used to carry. So if you're in it right now, if any part of this is landing a little too close, I want you to hear this clearly, because I needed to hear it too, back when I was going through my own version of this. This isn't a breakdown. This is a breakthrough. I know it doesn't always feel that way in the middle of it. It can feel like you're losing your grip on the life you built, but you're not losing yourself, you're finally meeting yourself. Whatever is falling away was always going to fall sooner or later. And whatever is coming for you on the other side of this is going to be worth every bit of what it took to get there. So trust the process. Even the messy, disorienting, middle of the night parts of it. You're not behind and you're not broken. You're already in it. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I read every single one and I'd love to hear where you are in your own process. And if you want to keep exploring this with me, subscribe, because next week we're going to talk about something just as close to home. Until then, be gentle with yourself. I'll see you soon.